It's still over on the inside, Tiptronic in front from Vernon Mead to Illicit, getting out late, Tiptronic, and Ashvin Goindasamy gets his Group 1 at the line. Tiptronic beat Vernon Mead, and absolutely delighted Ashvin Goindasamy.
Boxing Day, Ellerslie Racecourse, Auckland, New Zealand 2021. A red letter day, as they say, for Ashvin Goindasamy. Hi everybody, and welcome into a behind the scenes of New Zealand thoroughbred racing. Our people, their stories. On this episode, we get to know the Fresh Prince of Mauritius, a jockey riding his first Group 1 victory in a foreign country. The then 23-year-old was amongst fairy tale stuff. So where and when did Ashvin Goindasamy dare to dream? It all started in Mauritius, a subtropical island country in the Indian Ocean, 11 kilometres east of Madagascar, off the southeastern coast of Africa.
The college that I was going was just opposite of the race course. So every day, like sometime in the morning when my dad dropped me out of school, like I always see whole track work. And then like I was like, oh, I just don't want to be at school anymore. I just want to be riding track work, you know. And then start with that, and then my dad always take me to the races. And we always, like, public is allowed, really close to the rail in Mauritius, everywhere. So like I was behind the gate with my dad and just looking at all this top jockey come and ride on the international weekend day. It was really good, seeing some jockeys that I want to like idolise later in my life, like, because I want to follow their path. But it's going to be hard, but just need to try to get into racing first, and now it's going really well.
Mauritius Turf Club is the oldest still operating in the Southern Hemisphere. Still today, the Champ de Mars attracts tens of thousands of fanatical fans from all over the island. But for a wide-eyed, keen jockey to be Ashvin Goindasamy, Mauritius racing was a closed shop. So Ashvin reached out to fellow countryman Krishna Madhu, residing and living his dreams in New Zealand. CVs and emails went flying around Australasia until a Cambridge trainer by the name of Ralph Manning offered a position in his stable.
Jumped off the plane, I guess, in Auckland, did you?
Yes, I did, and it was very cold.
Yeah. You'd say cold, it was probably 18 degrees or something.
Yeah, but it was cold for me.
Yeah.
Very freezing.
Yeah.
And then it was raining as well on the way down to Cambridge, so it was a pretty chilly day.
So Ralph picked you up?
Yeah, he came to pick me up at the airport and then brought me here to the stable.
First time you met?
Yeah.
Yep.
First time.
Had you Skyped him or?
No, I only talked to him by email.
Right.
Yeah, but I'd never seen him in person, so the first time I met him in person was the first time I came here.
So driving down, you having a look at the scenery, what were your thoughts?
It was pretty beautiful country.
Yeah.
Like screen everywhere, pretty big. And like, yeah, it was pretty cool. The highway's always busy in Auckland.
Your English, would we call adequate or non-existent? As in
I would say
speaking?
maybe not existent, I would say.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I couldn't understand people. And like, when I was trying to talk English, like some of the words I wasn't pronouncing well, so it took me time to get used with it.
Just tell me, what were your first impressions of my man Ashvin turning up at the stable? Well, you picked him up from the airport, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He was only 42 kilos.
Yeah, unreal.
But,
His CV would have read pretty well, what his experience was.
well, I thought I was getting Joe Moreira.
Exactly.
He helped me a lot since the first day I came to New Zealand, so he's always there for me. Like, I wasn't good at riding, so he always gave me advice and everything. Like, little bit by little bit, I just learned everything, so yeah, that helped me a lot.
And I assume you could ride a horse when you got here?
Yeah, I never rode 2-year-old in my life, yearling, so I was riding every horses here on this track here, really short, so I was falling off pretty much every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was riding too short, so Ralph said to me, put your irons down, you'll be sweet. And then, yeah, this is how I just developed my experience a bit more riding younger ones.
Didn't quite turn out like that by his own admission.
but he's always been totally dedicated.
Yeah.
And obviously got a little bit of a natural gift, so very balanced.
Yeah.
Very balanced rider.
Yeah. He's just stuck at it and stuck at it and stuck at it. Yeah.
Yep.
What more could you want, really?
Yeah. And he lives and breathes racing.
Yep.
Helps.
Yep. Yeah.
Most of them don't.
So can you translate that a wee bit for me?
Yeah, you say don't give up, we need to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going through your head on horseback, probably. Did you have a driver's license when you got here?
No, I got my driver's license here.
Did you?
Yep, got my learner here and then got my driver's license.
How did you go learning to drive, or did you sort of know how to drive
No,
before you got here?
I didn't know. I had no idea about cars.
Oh, really?
No, I just how to turn a car on.
Seriously?
Yeah, and then graphics apprentice. He had a car, so he used to help me teach me
Yeah.
how to turn the car on and everything. And then got my learner, and then I bought a car.
Have you had an accident yet?
No,
You haven't? Touch wood. Yeah. That's good. Very impressive. Well, you're a safe driver then, I hope. We're going to find out.
5 years on, and Ashvin has immersed himself into the New Zealand way. He essentially lives and breathes racing from dawn to dusk. Committed, hard-working, affable, and certainly with a touch of humour about him.
You crack me up a wee bit because it's so serious when you talk about racing and horses, but away from that environment, you're such a jokester. I mean,
Yeah, no.
you're throwing chickens and rabbits in your mates' cars in
Yeah.
the stable. I mean, you're a jokester.
Yeah, I like
You
doing
think
that.
you're a playboy, you know, it's such a different person away from the racing.
Yeah, no, my job, when I'm riding, I'm just trying to be focused most of the time. But apart from that, I like joking around. I'd work with my workmates, I always put rooster or chickens in the Ferris ute, or put cap in someone's car, so I always do stuff like that.
The favourite can't win it, Persuade. At the 150 is still Felix Fura in front. Cutting up Rough along the inside, starting to hit top gear now. Cutting up Rough and Ashvin Goindasamy have the lead just short of the line. It'll get there, and that's the young fella's first winning ride. I reckon he's delighted too.
Success in the saddle on race day came at his 22nd attempt, riding for his boss at Taupo.
Yeah, I just listened what my boss told me, the instruction, just follow third, fourth, and then just put the horse in a good position where you're going to win the race.
It's come right through along the inside, and it'll give him his first winning ride. Have a look at his reaction. You reckon he's pumped? Yeah, you better believe it. Nice ride too, never left the rail.
Talk me through this fella.
He's a cold bar American Pharaoh, a 2-year-old.
American Pharaoh,
Yeah.
2-year-old, named
His stable name is Ashvin. named after
Ashvin?
me. Yeah, he's a pretty boy like me. Yeah, he's pretty good, pretty fast.
pretty good, pretty fast, pretty boy like you.
We had lots of fun together.
Yeah. I don't think he's well-mannered at times.
Nah, bucked me off for the first jump out.
Bucked you off at the first jump out. How many times do you think you've fallen in your life?
Can't count.
No.
Lost count.
Yeah,
There'll be a few times.
yeah. Particularly those early days, I'd imagine.
More times than there is miles between Mauritius and New Zealand.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Hey,
Quite on the cheap seats.
Taupo trials the traditional environment for grounding budding apprentices for a close-to race day experience. This is where Ashvin has thrived, mixing chatter with riding ability, and is now regularly called upon by the big Cambridge stables.
Because once he was towing me, once it got a nice spot, once Opie crossed me, heads up and just dropped a bit. I was like,
Did you end up in a good spot?
yeah, I was like, I'm sweet, 1-1, I was like, yeah, sweet, I'm following the favourite.
As soon as you got a bit of kickback,
It just stopped, and the kickback was bad.
yeah.
Cheers, eh? Yeah, like the brain's still like a kid, you know? Yeah. To be like race right now, you know? Cheers, eh?
Not keen to be known as a one-trick pony, as they say, Ashvin is out to show off an additional skill of his this evening as we get invited to his flat for Mauritian cuisine.
This cracks me up a wee bit, to be fair.
Why?
Well, I mean, you struggled with the English language when you first came, but I know for a fact one thing, you had no idea how to cook.
I didn't know how to cook.
You didn't know how to cook.
I'm good cook. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna smell nice too.
Don't be like that. Your mother's amazed what you can cook these days.
Very proud. I
She
can cook.
tried to tell you that you needed to learn how to cook.
Yeah, and then I just didn't listen. Now I have to do it on my own.
So what's on the menu tonight?
I'm gonna cook a black pepper beef with capsicum mushrooms
Yeah.
with a couple of rice and with carrot, broccoli and peas.
Jeez, that's impressive.
Back at the flat, we prepare ourselves for a tasting sensation while quizzing the flatmate. Just talk me through Ashvin Goindasamy, the flatmate. Come on. I want to know a wee bit about it.
Oh
'cause
my
you've lived with him
God.
for a wee while
Right,
now.
3 years. It's
Yeah.
coming up 3 years.
Yeah.
He is just the nicest kid. Like, he's a funny chap.
Yeah.
He waltzes on in at any time of the day. You don't know when it's going to be. And he is just a lad.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a real lad.
Yeah.
And he's kind of probably a bit sweet for that. He hates that.
This is quite exciting. Ringing home. This is New Zealand calling Mauritius. Come in, Mauritius.
Uầy, coi. Uầy. Uầy, con shit. See, it's me in the background there. There's a photo of me
Oh,
there.
that's you?
That's me there.
Okay.
Now một dạng cái đây, put it,
Ashvin Shrine.
put it, try enough for two more. There, try enough for two. He's gonna show us. That's
Right into it.
that's me.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I'm pretty much everywhere. Everywhere in the house, yeah. You see the flag behind Liverpool, mate?
Oh, yes. Liverpool.
That was really fun, Liverpool.
If ever there was a reality check for the career of Ashvin Goindasamy, it came last year when receiving the heartbreaking news that his idol back home, Naresh Juglal, the 2020 Champion Jockey of the Year, revered in his country, had tragically died from injuries sustained in a race day fall. Ashvin felt numb.
I met him, the first time I met him, he was 19 years old, and I think I was maybe 12 or 13 years old. And it was really like such a good moment to meet him, because I never met like such a young jockey in my life. Like, he was really good to me, and the first day I met him with his family, and then I just went away. But yeah, I kind of idol him. I wanted to be like him because he's one of the top Mauritian jockey as well.
And dreams come true, huh? To one jockey, to Mamaja, good horse, make good jockey, and also big thanks to the stable.
It was maybe at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday here, and like I was like, no, maybe I'm dreaming or something. I was like, it's not real, it's not real. And then it just, all these posts just start popping up on the social media, on racing news and on everything. So I was just really sad. Like the next morning I went to work, like I was really quiet because I was thinking like me in his place, like what will happen to my family and things like that. You know, like he left a wife and 2 kids behind. So it was kind of like, that really get into me really bad. Like I was a little bit panicking and scared a little bit. But I was like, well, he was a good rider. He was successful, like he was a well-named rider, so yeah.
From the sorrowful lows of 2021 to the beyond belief highs at year's end, as Ashvin Goindasamy climbed his Mount Everest at Ellerslie Racecourse, Auckland, New Zealand.
Tiptronic will take the race out in incredible fashion here with Ashvin Goindasamy going straight to the front and kept them all out. What a win.
If I can't win like a normal maiden race, how am I going to go on a Boxing Day, the best race meeting of the year? How am I going to go there and win a Group 1? So I was like, I'm just going to go ride my horse, cool, and just do what I'm told and see what my horse can deliver. But he delivered really good. It was such a proud moment because I started screaming before the line. I was up 50 metres before the line, and after the line I still kept going with it. It was such a proud moment.
What a ride. What a way to win your first Group 1 as a jockey. Ashvin Goindasamy aboard the Graham Richardson and Rogan Orville
I
train.
was looking at the grandstand, I was screaming up, I was like, is that real? I don't think it's real. And then, after the line, Matt Cameron was the first jockey who was telling me, good on you, bro. So I was like, yeah, I made it. And then everyone congratulated me when we were pulling up, so yeah.
What about that phone call home?
Oh, I rang my dad. I said to my dad I won one of the races I always wanted to win. Because my mum and dad always tell me, you'll win a big one, you'll win a big one every time. I was like, yeah, but I just don't have the best horse in the race. Always I have like okay horse in the race, but that day I knew I had a horse that's gonna try really hard for me and we get along really good. So yeah, they were really proud. They were like, yeah, we told you that you're gonna win a big race one day. And I said, yeah, that's that race I always, like one of the races I always wanted to win, so I did it.
The Cambridge Studs, the Beale Classic, aided by a sensational ride, and he wasn't letting the opportunity go by without celebrating, was Ashvin Goindasamy. Good on you, Ash. Second over.
What's the 5-year plan from now? Where are you going to be? What are you going to be doing?
Oh, the next 5-year goal, like I'm coming out of my time in 3 months. And I'm going to be a senior rider in the new season, so there'll be all the big meetings coming up. And I'm looking forward to hopefully win 1 or 2 more Group 1s, because I know I can do it. Because like now I've got one off my back now, so I'm sure I can go further and get better and just try to win bigger races with some nice horses. And I've got some nice 2-year-old coming up. And I'm really looking forward to ride them as a 3-year-old now. And yeah, and then I will get my full money. I won't get apprentice money, I'll get a full jockey's money too. So that's another thing I'm looking forward to. Yeah.
Good boy.
Ashvin Goindasamy is testament that dreams do come true in a country that offers plenty. His desire, his commitment, his hard work and passion are all winning out. Ashvin Goindasamy, go get him, son, for your love of racing.